Hello everyone, we have a new costume update for Seir called New Hire Seir, which is now live and you can get her from her banner. Okay, and the banner will be available until November 14th, so don't miss out. Okay, and additionally, the new Hire Seir costume will be added to the Border of Hope shop and standard selective banner maintenance on November 21st. Let's check out her kit. Her skill requires 3 SP and has a cooldown of 7 turns. For 4 turns, each time Seir is hit by an enemy, she boosts her ally damage by 10% for 6 turns. Each hit adds 1 stack, up to maximum of 99 stacks. For example, if an enemy hits her twice, she will add another 10% damage increase, bringing the total damage boost for her allies to 20%. Okay, for plus 1 upgrade, the 10% damage buff increase from 12%. For plus 2, increase to 50%. For plus 3, increase to 70%. For plus 4, increase to 20%. For plus 5, increase to 22%. You can also upgrade her skill potential. For skill potential 1, reduce her skill cooldown by 2 turns. For skill potential 2, increase the duration of the damage deal increase by 2 turns. And last one, skill potential 3, reduce her SP consumption by 1. That's it for her skill potential. Okay, here are the good things about this costume. This costume can buff the damage of ally, which is not something many other costumes can do. And it is really good against certain enemies that have a high hit count. And this costume also has a long-lasting buff that can stack. And here are the bad things about this costume. It is situational. You can use this costume only against enemy with multiple hit count and in a long-lasting battle, such as in Fiend Hunter mode and Guild Raid mode. And this costume also needs to be positioned strategically so that it can be hit by enemies, as it must be hit before it can apply the damage buff. Okay, for PvE, she is good in PvE, particularly in content that features enemy with high multiple hit counts and in long-lasting battles, such as Fiend Hunter and Guild Raid. For PvP, she is not very good for PvP content because she cannot stack her buff efficiently and maximize their impact in short battle, such as in Mirror War. As conclusion, is new Hire Seir the new meta? Is she the DPS buffer we have been looking for? And what can I say is, yes, she is. She can buff your entire team's damage, which not many other costumes can do. And she also can stack her buff. However, for her to be truly useful, she needs to be in certain type of content that feature enemy with high hit counts, allowing them to hit her multiple times. The battle also needs to be long so that she can stack her buff efficiently. If you like her for the waifu aspect, feel free to do your pull for her. However, if you are a new player and want to maximize your pulls, I will not recommend pulling for her. Her skill set is very niche and suited for specific type of content. There are other generic buffer costume available that you can use in any mode, such as B rank idol Helena or 4-star Elfis. Thank you for listening to and watching my video. If you were entertained, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment with your honest opinion. And that's it for now. Until next time. Bye.